Is that a power-up I could have collected? Oh, what? Oh, I get it. I was changing views. Oh, fiddles. Yeah, I don't think that view is as good. For me, anyway. Maybe when you get more advanced at the game. You know, it's like Star Fox Zero, where... oh, that's an ally. Wait, am I still shooting him? I do like the explosions. It's kind of like Star Wars, the way the... Uh-oh. 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 Whoa. Okay, I'm polygons now. I don't know what that does, but I'm polygons now. Maybe that's just so you can see what's going on better. This is a really cool thing, though. I think they work with that same idea in... Okay, I'm polygons. Oh, I'm actually... Okay, I was shooting Peppy again. So maybe this is like a special shield, I don't know. Anyway, they do this kind of stuff in the Armada fight in Star Fox Zero too, and that's a really cool stage. Oops. Okay, I think that was a special shield. Yeah, but those little bits of explosion that the enemy makes, yeah, definitely we should go in. It looks like the TIE fighter is exploding. Don't be such a baby, Slippy. Okay, that was another bomb. In fact, let's speed up. All in. Yeah, this is really cool, I gotta say. Oh, did I broke that thing with my, the hull of my ship. So, yeah, it's a nice set piece. Going through those like that. Okay. Uh-oh, I gotta get that. Okay, I think I got it. I was trying to shoot that thing, but it failed spectacularly. Oh, and we're coming at this thing, and it's shooting at us. Yeah, it is like a cool Star Wars scene. Uh-oh. Maybe I shouldn't be too cocky. And again, it is easy mode, even if I am not yet good at this game. It can't be that hard, right? Oh, fiddlesticks. Yeah, this is a suit glowy things kind of game. Oh. Oh, we're done with this part apparently. Whoa. Oh, is this like the major boss part? Whoa, that's a cool way to do that. It's all like... Of course, it might be better for gameplay purposes if we were controlling that, but okay. Okay, what are we shooting at here? Oh, those. I can do that. Alright, better commit this time. Because we're not doing it just... Uh-oh. Oh, fiddlesticks. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's more like it. Uh-oh, we gotta shoot the core now. Ooh. Oh. Oh, the enemy's dead. Oh, I got him. I thought he killed me before I killed him. That was a close call, Fox. Oh, 99%. I still have no idea how this game is scored. Well... Oh, we went from asteroid to meteor. Retros if you're going too fast. Okay. What do you mean you're our wing? I guess this is before the backstory of these things. I'm going to go fast. Die! Oh, maybe they won't let me enter that. I'm trying to change views here. Uh-oh. Hurry up. Oh, crap. Whoa, whoa. Uh-oh. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Whoa. Obviously your teammates help you if you can save them. They shoot some stuff that's ahead of you. Oh, fiddlesticks. Oh, I should get the heal. Yeah. Uh-oh, gotta save him again. So many explosions. Oh, I guess I saved him. I didn't know I did, but okay. Oops. Boom. Yeah, I don't slow down, I speed up. Uh-oh. Well, I wonder what that thing was. It just seemed like a target. It didn't look like he was doing anything. Oh, that's why you were talking about slowing down. You fiend! Maybe this thing does something devastating if you... Oh, wait, is it launching those enemies? Uh-oh, we got an enemy. Another one. A boss enemy. Oh. Well, that doesn't seem to be doing anything. spindly leg looks broken. Oh, are we aiming for the legs? Is that what we're doing? Or is it trying to use those to walk? It's a little hard to tell with how this game is rendered, I think. I know what that thing's going for. So the thing about this, what I've heard about this game is that it's harder, but I don't know, maybe that's just because if you played the game first and you weren't used to these controls, then, you know, the first time you play the game with these kinds of controls, you think it's harder. Kind of like, you know, sometimes I don't think that the older Mario games are necessarily harder than the newer ones. I'm gonna use an explosion here because I'm getting low on health. Anyway, I'm not sure that the older Mario games are really harder than the new ones, but if you played them first, you're not used to, you know, how to play Mario. I think I don't think they're actually necessarily harder than the new ones. Maybe Mario 1 is, and yeah, the Lost Levels Mario, but like 2 and 3 and World, I don't think they're necessarily all that hard. Did I get 2 extra lives from that stage, or is it just telling me how many extra lives I have in total? Anyway, so I'm wondering if the reason they say that this game is harder is for the same reasons, because they played it first, but it's actually not any harder than 64, because, well, it's something... Oops, I probably shouldn't have skipped past that. But anyway, looks like we're starting off in this mode again. I don't think I will stay in it, though. Oops, there's Peppy again. Uh-oh. Anyway, that obviously remains to be seen, because I'm nowhere near the end of this game. I mean, yeah, maybe the easiest mode, but not necessarily the hardest mode. That's really how you would determine what is the case or not. Are those enemies not supposed to be killable or what? I don't know. Whoa. All this slowdown definitely makes it a little easier than I think maybe it's supposed to be. Oops. Well, I got 2 for the price of 1. Ooh. It's obvious. Anyway, I'm obviously just on the easiest path, so... Oh, crap. Did I shoot Peppy with that? Oh, I got the double blasters now. Like 64, that definitely makes things easier. Things go down a lot faster. Oops. Anyway, playing on the harder difficulties, that's definitely going to make a much more determinant factor in how hard this game really is, so I'll be able to judge whether this is harder than 64 or not, because the first time I played 64, you know, I want to get into this. I don't really want to talk about 64 too much in this one, because what are we going to talk about in 64 when we get to that one? But, oh, incoming enemy. Can I... Is that working? Well, I was just talking about... Well, anyway, it's not necessarily the same because, you know, just me not being used to the game doesn't necessarily make it harder, necessarily. Uh-oh. Great. Anyway, my point earlier was that when I played 64 the first time, it was really hard. Oh, we got 100%. I have no idea why, but we did. I think it's number of enemies killed. Is that something we can suit up there? Uh-oh. Oh. Now I see what that is, I think. Oh, crap. Ugh. Get lost, you fiend. Don't be so dramatic, Peppy. Who do you think you are? Okay. Oops. Okay. Uh-oh. Yikes. Oh, okay, that's not so bad. I don't think that's your... Oh, wait, maybe that is your 6. Yeah. I was just mostly surprised that they... You know, those are the same health extensions, now that I think about it, that are in Command. I recognize those now. Well, I'm not sure if those were health in that game, but I kind of recognize those now. Whoa. This was obviously called back. Well, in 64, that was a callback to this area right here. This is all the same. Whoa. But yeah, I think if this game is easier than it's supposed to be, I think it might be the slowdown, because if there wasn't all this slowdown, it probably would be a lot harder. Uh-oh. I always say that, and then I end up getting hit. Uh-oh, the enemy. Am I doing damage to him? I don't know. Okay, bye. Oh, health. Oh, health, no. Oh, fiddlesticks. Let's get rid of that missile. Ooh. Oh, I thought that was an energy attack. Whoa, what's he doing? Am I supposed to suit the core, or maybe these parts? Ah, I thought I could shoot that missile in time. Okay, I think I got the pattern down, so it shouldn't be too much more dangerous. That doesn't necessarily mean much. Wait. What happened to all those extra lives? Did I not actually have extra lives and I misinterpreted that whole thing? Or maybe they're not lives but continues. Or maybe it's not any of that at all. Anyway, I probably sort of realized that this would take a long time. And I sort of just cut it in half, even though it seemed to be going quickly, because I sort of realized that, you know, just because I was getting through the first half quickly doesn't mean the second half would go quickly. Probably should focus more on defense, too. Oh well. I mean, I could just cut it in half. I just don't have an intro for the second part. I mean, that would work. Oops. Those darn missiles. So hard to keep track of. I think I'm doing a better job of damaging them, though. Ooh. I think this is the part where you go down there. I do feel more comfortable doing that. Under less pressure. Aw. Oh. Oh, fiddlesticks. Oh. Wait, was that the same attack as earlier? Well, I hope that was a continue. Okay, game over, but there's a continue, right? Why is Andros a vampire?
Let's go.
Okay, so those were credits. Probably has to put us back at the beginning of the level, but at least we don't have to start at the beginning of the game.